morning, everyone. I am so delighted that all of you are on this Zoom presentation this morning. Welcome to this presentation. Our next guest is Dr. Gail Pearson. Gail Pearson is from New Zealand. She's a New Zealand-trained anaesthetist. She has worked in private practice for almost 30 years. She has been on the foundation board of the largest hospital in New Zealand. And Dr. Gail, with her partner Andrew, lectured internationally, worked internationally. She's now semi-retired and she spends time helping people with their health whilst looking after her 40-acre property, her cattle, and 2 poodle dogs. She also has 3 gorgeous, high-achieving girls and 3 grandkids. Thank you so much, Dr. Gail, for being on here.
Thank you, Madeline. Pleasure to be here.
Let's dive in. So many health professionals are really skeptical when they are introduced with natural products, but then especially in the space of direct selling. Can you share with us your experience when you were introduced and when you went through the science and when you had to make a decision in terms of what is attracting me to this company?
Oh my God, Madeline, they had never seen as big a skeptic as me. I tell you, I was the worst, and medical people are. My background is in anesthesia. My background is in drugs. And so what I have seen in the past is being able to look at drugs, how they affect people, what the long-term effects are, what the research is. So I've got a background in looking at what is good and what it's not, and what we should embrace and what we should throw out the window, and who we should do that for. Okay, so anyway, natural, not me. I'm a pharmaceutical girl and always have been. I'm traditionally medically trained, and I didn't feel that natural things had anything to offer. Like everybody else on this call, probably been on some turmeric supplements, taking a bit of fish oil, didn't do a squat of difference for me. So then, unfortunately, I was laid up with a surgery post when I'd fallen off a bike. So I was laid up for 3 months, couldn't work, sitting there doing nothing. Friend says, "You've got to look at this stuff." I said, "It's natural," thrown out the window. I'm not interested a squat. She said, "It's got science." Ha, ha, ha. I said, "Science? You must be joking. Show me the science." I can be quite aggressive when I want to be, and the skeptic in me is really not pleasant. But anyway, she gave me the whole list of 27 papers because I had nothing to do. I sat there, I read through every single one. I got on the call with people who had introduced these products to Australia. I got on the call with a scientist in Melbourne. I got on a call with the scientific team of this company in Utah. They said, "Who's this little girl from New Zealand who's questioning us? Doesn't she know this is really good stuff?" And I really wanted to dive in deeply on a lot of those studies, ask them questions. And then when I talked to them, I thought, actually, I've read these papers, I've talked to these people, light bulb moment. This is a paradigm shift for health, because what we are doing with this is we are healing from the inside out, using body's natural processes that are already there. We're just ramping them up rather than traditionally healing from the outside in. And, as Dr. Ken says, putting Band-Aids on things. We weren't doing that. And so I said, okay, I'm out there and I am telling everybody, because everybody has oxidative stress and everybody in the world needs to be on NRF2. I had no idea about businesses. I had no idea about the company. I had no idea about direct selling. But I tell you what, when you have got a product which is scientifically and independently scientifically backed like this, and I say independent because a lot of the drug companies of the anesthetic drugs I'd worked with had in-house research, whereas this is all independent, it's peer-reviewed, it's published on the doctor's Google, and that gives it real bones. So then it just sort of established into me talking with the company, and then I thought, I'm in. I am in with this, even before I got the products. So I haven't even personally tried them myself before I could see the power of this. And as Dr. Neil so eloquently explained, all we're doing is supporting the body and the processes that it's naturally programmed to do. Easy.
I couldn't have said it any better, because everything that you mentioned is something that I resonate with. I was also skeptical, and I think it's really great to be skeptical. You cannot just take information at face value. You need to do your own research. But to know that the scientific backing is there, that it's really credible, oh my goodness, I just want to get off the school and share it with more people. So, Dr. Gail, coming from the space that was very scientific, drug-driven, I know that you probably know a lot about quality control. When you came into the company and you did your research in regards to quality control in the product, the ingredients, what did you found?
It's really interesting, Madeline, because it's very important. If you've got a product and you've got a product that's put together, you need to know what the processes are for those ingredients, how they've been tested, are they batch tested, and is there quality control? And when I looked at it, and initially that didn't bother me, but as people were asking things, I delved into it deeper. You know, they can actually, with our Omega, they can tell you the boat that it's caught from, the boat that they catch the fish from. So, and each of the individual ingredients have got testing on them. And then when the product is put together, that's tested further. It's got a whole set of good manufacturing processes as well. And that's really, really important when you are dealing with something. You want to know that what you get is exactly what they say on that label. And we don't see that with a lot of things. And there has been a lot of news lately about products that aren't actually what they say they are on the label. But with LifeVantage, you get what they say you're getting.
That's a massive tick. And also to know that the company is listed with the NASDAQ just gives that extra level of credibility. Now, it's extremely exciting because we just launched our liquid collagen in Australia and New Zealand. Liquid collagen launched in the middle of last year in the US, and then we launched in March in Australia, New Zealand. So in your view, as a health professional, when you came across the liquid collagen, can you give us the background on liquid collagen, why it's important to activate, because it's also an activator, why it's important to activate our endogenous pathways to make collagen?
Well, first of all, Madeline, I must say, again, skeptic. How can we absorb collagen? I didn't believe it. And then it was launched in the States, and I'm seeing all these people with these incredible results with initially in the skin and then their gut and their joints. And I'm saying, oh, hang on a minute, maybe I need to look at this differently. So again, I delve into the science. Hydrolyzed small particles get absorbed. They get absorbed into the body. And then the secret with this is this collagen activates. This is an activation company. We've talked about activation of genetic pathways. This collagen, like nothing else on the market, will activate your own collagen production. We can even get down to the specific genes and how much they're upregulated and how much more type 1 collagen they may well give you. So genetic activation, you're producing your own collagen, as well as stopping the degradation of collagen. And then on top of that, you're providing 10 different types of peptides. And as people understand, collagen is the basic scaffold or the structural protein within all of our body, whether that be blood vessels, whether it be bones, whether it be our gut, whether it be our eyes, whether it be your skin, whether it be your hair. So it is a ubiquitous protein that is within our body. If we can activate its own production, which what we are doing with this liquid collagen, that's why we are getting such great results with this. That's why we are getting people who are just absolutely in love with this and not stopping it, because it works and it's activating. Quite different. Activating, replenishing with the peptides, and maintaining. Fantastic.
I absolutely love that. And I always say, when you see those before and afters, whatever you ingest, your body's going to use that in your vital organs first. So your heart, your brain, your skin is usually the last to show a benefit. So can you explain, when someone uses the liquid collagen, what is happening on the inside? You mentioned it's the scaffolding of your heart and your blood vessels, but on a functional level, what happens?
So basically what we're doing is we're increasing collagen production and we're decreasing collagen breakdown. So what does that mean? That means we've got more collagen available to be able to create that scaffold. And as we age, our collagen production decreases phenomenally. And you'll see that. You'll see that in wrinkles. You know, when you get to 50, 60, your skin is wrinkly. Why? Why is that? Because the scaffolding or the collagen production has done a dive. And it's the same in every single organ in our body which has collagen in. Bones, they have a huge amount of collagen in them, type 1 collagen. We've got lots of different collagens in our body. This collagen provides 10 different types of collagen. So therefore, it covers huge numbers of the organ systems within our body.
That is amazing. And I always tell people, when you think about what you put in your body, you always need to think, work smarter, not harder. And everything around activation is the work smarter, because it gives your body that key to make its own collagen. Dr. Gail, thank you so much. We have learned a ton from you. Really enjoyed you sharing all of that wisdom with us.